This is a good stretching exercise. Anyway, I was just thinking today, I'd like to share a little story today about how my whole journey came about when I became Hercules. When I was very young, at the age of maybe about 11, 12 years old, I never forget I was in the kitchen in my parents' apartment, house of course. There was a double page open, there was a shot of Steve Reed who played Hercules, and he fainted there with a two chain about pulling these portals down. You could see all the soldiers in the background, everybody's in fear of him. And I said to my father, I said, I really want to see this movie. We went to the movie theater. I'll never forget when I saw this. When I saw him, at the first time when he lifted the tree out of the ground, he saved the girl, when he pulled down the pillars, I said, that's what I want to be, because it's the first time I've ever seen a real muscle guy on the screen, opposed to the magazine. So throughout the years, I've always had dreams about being Hercules. So one time I went to do a TV show with a promoter, and one time he said on TV, just when I was 20 years old, to get involved in competition, I just wanted Teenage America. And he said that Lou Ferrigno someday would be the great Hercules. So let's fast forward. It came to a time when I did the whole series, after 5 years, and there was an actor named, a bodybuilder named Brad Harris, and he said, listen, Canada Film are interested in having you play Hercules. And I said to myself, that's a great transition, go for green makeup to Hercules. I've always wanted to play Hercules. And I remember the day we flew to Rome, Italy. I took my wife at the time, had my daughter Shanna, and she'd taken her first steps to Rome. I remember I trained very hard. I wanted to be in the best condition I could be for Hercules. I'll never forget that they didn't have gym equipment at the time. Like today, you have movie stars, they have big motorhome with gym equipment. So me, they only furnished me with a barbell, two dumbbells, and a bench. And I said to myself, I have to find a way to stay in top shape. So actually, we would train at different locations and move around. I remember I would request a hotel room, but you'd be amazed though, I was able to keep the condition. I got these dumbbells, I kept changing the weights, like for example, I got the barbell, I took one end off, I stuck it in the corner, the T-bar rolls, I learned the superset. But the funny part is that they have what you call an Italy snack bar. Where every morning I would go to the snack bars, I would drink like 2, 3 cappuccinos, espresso, put a little sambuca in it to give me energy. So I remember on the set, after I trained, I would train twice a day. And then I remember one time we were sitting down having lunch. So most of the Italian people, because being Hercules, being the costume, they would bring me tons of food to the table. I said, listen, I can't eat all this pasta because I had to maintain the condition. I'll never forget, they all be drinking wine. Then they bring soda bottle of espresso. And the Italians they have like a 2-hour lunch. So after about an hour, I go back to the hotel room to sit up to do some crunches. Because I knew that a 3-month shoot, whenever you're on film, movie's permanent. And whatever you look like on the screen, you can't go back and change it. So I was able to train very hard to maintain the condition from the beginning to the very end, a 3-month period. That's why when you see Hercules today, it'll never be duplicated. I put that body on that screen knowing that the greatest Hercules ever been made.